And that way of thinking will force you to act upon every challenge that you face. So always remember. So, welcome to today's video. I'm going to talk about that weird ass dance I did in a bit, but before that we're going to be talking about the workout that you're seeing on screen right now. So, as you might be able to tell, this is not the gym that I usually train at, and that is simply because that is closed. All the gyms in my town is closed, all the gyms around my town is closed, so yeah, we have to drive like an hour to find a gym that is open. And yeah, it was a struggle, man. And you know what, the day pass for this gym costs 20 bucks, and I don't know about you, but I think that's a lot. That's almost the same amount of money it costs to train at my gym for a month. So yeah, 20 bucks for a day pass. Yeah, they better have like some free shit inside there, and I didn't, so low-key disappointed for that, but it was worth it just because yeah, my gym is closed, so I don't really have any proper gym to train at. I'm gonna stop bitching though, because it is what it is. And on the screen right here, you're seeing the current workout for today. This is not a typical workout I would do. If you know me, I'm someone who always sticks to a program. I just like to track every variable possible in order to get the best results. So this is probably one of the few gym workouts I didn't have an exact plan on what to do. I just knew that I was going to train upper body. So as you saw, I started off with machine chest press. I was going to do low incline dumbbell bench press, but yeah, the gym only had literally like 2 or 3 benches and they were all taken, so I just did machine chest press. And after that I moved over to a lat pull down. So I feel like there's a huge debate on the internet if pull-ups or pull downs are better for growing the back. They're pretty similar, but they both have some cons and some pros, so one of them won't always be better in every circumstance, but they're pretty similar, so yeah, don't stress too much about it. I prefer pull-ups when I'm focusing on progressive overload and adding weights weekly, but pull-downs also have some certain benefits. They are a bit less fatiguing on the body because on pull-ups you have to use your whole body to stabilize when you're doing pull-ups. When you're doing the pull-downs you can just fully focus on the back, and thus it's a bit less fatiguing to perform. So on my hypertrophy blocks I usually do pull-downs, but when I want to focus on progressive overload and strength I usually prefer pull-ups, so that's the way I do it. But again, the exercises, they are pretty similar, so don't stress about it at all. If you can't decide which one to do, just do the one that you prefer. So moving over to the next exercise, we got a unilateral machine row. If you don't know, when you train rows unilaterally, you focus a lot more on training your lats, not only because of your elbow positioning, but also because you can stretch them and get a better contraction on the lats. So yeah, if you never do rows with one arm at a time, incorporate that into your training program, you're going to see better progress for your back then, especially your lats. It's a pretty underrated exercise. Absolutely everyone should be doing some sorts of unilateral rows. So you've pretty much seen all the compounds that I've done for this workout, but now we're moving over to isolations. The first isolation movement I'm starting off with is for the lats. It's the cable pullover. Not a whole lot to say about this one. You've probably seen it from your favorite natty vegan YouTuber. And I supersetted that exercise with tricep pushdown simply because we were short on time. So yeah, that's a great way to utilize supersets to just save time. Personally, I feel like my triceps are lagging when it comes to the long head, but the short and medial head, they're doing pretty fine, I think. And the last 2 exercises that I ended up doing for this training session are some super creative ones that you've probably never seen before. And they're like the standing dumbbell curl and the standing hammer curl. Like yeah, the most basic shit ever, but didn't really put a lot of thought into this workout as I usually do with my science-based workouts. Was still a decent workout nonetheless, just got a nice pump for the arms and had to wrap up the last training session that I will get in the gym in a few weeks, at least yeah, with some good exercises and with a sick pump. When I was almost done doing the curls, there's actually like a guy who came up to me and complimented my physique, and I mean, I appreciate it. If you're listening, you're probably not. Thanks, bro. But yeah, we're going to end off with just a little quick physique update so that you can see how my physique looks before we enter the second lockdown, if I can call it that. So here's my pre-lockdown physique. I'll see your lovely face in roughly 20 seconds or so. The Green Monster, it is pretty good. I'd give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But now we're going to be talking about the beginning of this video, because as you saw, I stepped out of my comfort zone. It was scary, at least for me. I didn't want to do it. I almost didn't do it, but I'm going to talk about how I kind of changed my mindset when I was in that exact situation so that I actually forced myself to do it. From the camera angle, it didn't look like there were many people there at all, but there was a few small groups of people behind the camera. I just wanted the camera to face that way just because, yeah, the shot, the background, it just looked better there. So yeah, it was pretty scary to do and I almost didn't do it, but that's the thing about comfort zones. They're all individual. Something that scared the shit out of me might not scare you at all, and something that's probably terrifying as fuck for you probably don't even faze me. So at the moment I'm just trying to address my individual problems so that I can fix them. So let's talk about what happened. When it comes to people that I don't know and they don't know me, I just hate the thought of just, yeah, them looking at me, them judging me in public. I've never really liked that. I've always been like super insecure in public, so I always keep my head down. I just try to unconsciously ignore people, and that's not a good habit to have because, yeah, that's going to destroy a lot of future possibilities for me, and it's just going to make me a more insecure person and less social, so I'm trying to fix that shit right now. But yeah, what I did, it was pretty scary, and I was so close to not doing it, you have no idea. But nonetheless, I fucking did it, and the dopamine feeling I got from doing that, it was amazing. I just felt so alive after that moment. I wanted to do it like 20 more times. I wanted to challenge myself like 10 times more harder and do it where there was like a crowd of people, but we had to go then and stuff, so couldn't really do that. But it just gave me such an amazing feeling inside, and I haven't felt like that in a while. So yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly how I got myself to do it. And again, this might not be scary for you, but it was for me because of my problems. This is all individual when it comes to stepping out of our comfort zone. So I was almost not going to do it, but then I realized one phrase that I recently made up, which has helped me so much when it comes to not only stepping out of my comfort zone, but also just procrastination. It has helped me to just focus on the shit that has to be done even though I don't feel like doing it. And that quote has literally been like a lifesaver for me. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by it. And hopefully, yeah, you'll just fuck with the quote as well, because I just think about it all the time and it's so amazing. But yeah, the quote is, if not now, then never. Let me explain it. It basically means that if you aren't willing or able to do something right here and right now, you're never going to do it. Why? Because the present, the now, is all there is. The past, it has already happened. And the future, when you're in the future, it is the present. So yeah, you're never experiencing the future. So if you tell yourself you're going to do something later and not now, then you're going to always tell yourself that, because it's just an excuse. So by telling yourself, if not now, then never, then you're basically telling yourself that if you don't do that thing right here and right now, then you're never going to do it. And that makes it so much easier to just do that thing that scares you, because you realize that if you're not willing to do it right here, right now, then you're never going to do it. And that way of thinking will force you to act upon every challenge that you face. So always remember, if not now, then never. I actually have it as my phone background. I just made a quick background in Photoshop. And if it wasn't for this quote, I wouldn't have done that cringe weird ass dance in public. But luckily, yeah, that quote has helped me a lot. And if you want this background, just DM me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. So yeah, that quote has just helped me a lot lately. Not only in terms of doing things that scare me, but also just to, yeah, do things that you procrastinate on, because you realize that, okay, if I'm going to be a bitch and not do it now, then I'm going to stay a bitch forever and never do it. So it just forces you to act right here and right now. But anyways, that's just something that I wanted to share with you. I'll see you in a bit because my memory card is almost out of space. So pretty soon now I'm about to jump into a home workout. It's not going to be a crazy home workout, only like 2 or 3 exercises. So before we jump into this workout, I just gotta say, for the past few weeks my motivation has been shit. I haven't wanted to post on social media, to film, to do what I'm passionate about, and I've just, literally been hating my life. But now I feel a lot better, and let me just lick off some pizza. And that's mostly because of this book, The Motivation Manifesto. Probably going to make a separate video on exactly how to get motivated, because I know now after reading this book, which is on that subject. But yeah, it's basically taught me how to get motivated, and instead of just thinking that motivation comes and goes, you can actually control it. So yeah, just really glad that I read that, and now I have a lot more motivation, and I'm super excited for, it's almost like a month until 2020 ends. So in 2021, I'm going to focus a lot on posting content. I'm going to try to post 2 times a week on YouTube, and that's going to be hard as fuck for me because I spend so many hours editing one video. I don't know if it seems like it, probably not. But yeah, that's because I'm a noob. I'll get more time efficient over time. I enjoy posting YouTube videos, and I appreciate all the support that I've gotten on my YouTube videos. Like, those are my favorite days, just the days when I upload and I receive a ton of positive DMs and comments. That just makes my fucking day. So I appreciate everyone who supports me for real. But yeah, now we're going to go into my shitty workout. It's not going to last long, don't worry. So I just wrapped up that quick and pathetic home workout, but anyways, I'm just looking forward to creating a lot more content and a lot more valuable content. That's one of the things that I've been struggling with a lot in the past. That's one of the reasons why I've kind of lacked motivation. I've just never been like happy with my video because I've always wanted it to be better. And I gotta realize that the only way to get better is to fucking make content and be consistent. Because if I'm just going to keep putting it off because it's not perfect, then it's never going to get better. So I just gotta provide a lot of content, create it, get better. And yeah, just really looking forward to 2021 and the rest of 2020, of course. I just can't wait to bring more to the table. I'm just really motivated right now. Going to be more motivated when the gym is open though. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. It would mean a lot to me. And if you liked the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd like the video. But if you didn't like the video, dislike it and tell me what I can improve on in the comment section below. My name is Magnus Bulkan. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Smile to the camera.